ain't betting against that man from Akron, Ohio. I'm not betting against LeBron. If I'm Sam Darnold, I don't care how my career goes from here on. I could never smell the playoffs again. Doesn't matter. As soon as I touch on Carolina, I'm throwing a party. I decided to show a little bit of skin because we streaking, boys. We back. We live up in here. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts. This is my moment.
What it do, baby? It's your boy Pride. Welcome to Pride's Primetime Discussion, brought to you by Stir the Pot Sports Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6. This is a Clovercrest Media Group production. The harder we work, the luckier we get. We stream it live on StreamYard. Now, this has been a topic, right, that's been on my mind for a while, and I need a vet, right? So I'm going to take this opportunity to do so. So obviously we got the Bucks and the Suns in the finals. Now everyone has decided making a whole hoopla because of all the injuries and all this stuff, which now has people questioning the legitimacy of this ring, which is absurd to me. I understand both teams have had their ways of going in, but is this a legitimate conversation we can have? Is it out of bounds to make the claim that this is in essence a fake ring? First and foremost, no. I'm just gonna come out straight out. No. If this is a conversation you think has any validity, then Steph Curry needs to lose all his rings. Kawhi Leonard and when he was in not just when he was in Toronto, back in San Antonio. Because if we're gonna nitpick everything, don't forget the AC went out in San Antonio. So guess what? That don't count either. See, the same people who want to say, "Oh yeah, Steph Curry's so amazing. Look how many rings." Don't forget the first chip he had was because the Cavs were injured. If you're not ready to have that conversation, I think it's unfair to now all of a sudden be like, "Oh, well, they got injured. This is not legit." Because here's my thing. If everyone is getting injured and your team, for the most part, remained healthy, why is that a knock to the team that stayed healthy? If anything, we should give them more respect because what they're doing, they've obviously done something different because they're not suffering from injuries. Instead of using that to knock them down and say, "Oh, well, the competition wasn't good," instead of saying that, what we should be doing is, you know what? They stayed healthy. Durability, that matters. Because you need to be durable. The season's long. This isn't like football where you play once a week and then you have the rest of the week off and you're only playing, well, now you're only playing 17 weeks. You only got 17 games. Like, I just don't, I think people are being extremely hot. People are just, I don't understand why all of a sudden people want to nitpick this finals. I'm thinking part of the reason is people like, well, I'm going to speak for myself. I love LeBron. I believe LeBron is the greatest player of all time. I'm not going to disagree. I don't care. That's my opinion. But I think people are now, because LeBron isn't in the finals, I think that's now clouding our judgment. I think that's making us look at this and think and go, this is kind of odd. Because, again, we're just used to the same guy, or not just him, with Steph being in there as well for the past few years. So I feel like what the issue people are having is you either love Steph or you love LeBron, or some people even love them both. But since they're not in the finals, now people want to find a way to nitpick. Here's my look, man. I'm going to tell you this. Injuries are a part of the game. Period. When the human body is not designed to be running constantly, full impact. The human body is not designed to be at that peak level for a long period of time. So when you have it at that peak level and something goes, that's just a part of it because you're pushing your body to its limit. No matter what's you're pushing your body to the limit. So why is it now that when a guy gets injured, we're not going to blame the other team? Quite like, I don't understand that concept. I don't get it. I don't understand because, again, nobody had this energy when Steph got his first ring. No one had that energy when Kawhi Leonard, when he was traded to Toronto and he got the ring. Nobody said anything about that. Nobody. So to now all of a sudden say, it's injuries? Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't count. I'm going to say this, and this is a guy who thought the Suns would have lost in the first round. I legitimately believe that I thought the Lakers were going to beat them in the first round. I'm going to say this right now. The way this Suns team is playing, the West could have been healthy, and they still would have had a legitimate chance of winning. If you disagree with that, you must hate Devin Booker. You must not like DeAndre Ayton. You must think CP3 is really not that guy. But the way this Suns team is playing, even healthy, they still would have had a legitimate chance. They would have had a legitimate chance. So to now all of a sudden and with the Bucks, again, if you want to say the injuries, okay, sure, fine. But stop acting like, okay, because of the injuries, that now null and voids everything. No, if anything, kudos to the Bucks who really didn't suffer an injury until Giannis hyperextended his knee. If anything, we should be saying, wow, congratulations, guys. You guys are durable and you're outlasting the other teams. We shouldn't be looking at them and talking about, oh, this don't count. It don't matter. That's like saying last year there's a Mickey Mouse ring. But again, these are the same people. If their team won, I guarantee you the same people who are saying Mickey Mouse ring would be screaming at the top of their lungs that this was the hardest ring ever. To me, NBA Frank Quest, LeBron is not the greatest of all time. He is the best of generation. And if that to be the best, you have to be great in and off the court. Well, LeBron is great on and off the court. He is. I don't understand why you think he has had moments where he's kind of, pouted. I'll give you that. I'm not going to disagree with that. This last finals when JR, for some unknown reason, when George Hill was shooting free throws, for some reason, instead of looking up and seeing the score, LeBron James kind of had a moment there where he could have galvanized the troops, and he didn't. So I'll give you that. But 3-1, you're telling me that was Ty Lue whispering in their ear? You told me Kyrie Irving was there talking about, come on, guys, we can do it. You thinking that locker room listening to Kevin Love? No. LeBron's the greatest player of all time, point blank, period. Well, that's my opinion. He's great on and off the court. Whatever you need LeBron to do, he'll do it. But I just don't get the point of people saying this ring doesn't count. And these are the same people who at the same time worship Kevin Durant for having dinner with Russell Westbrook and Nick Collison and saying, fam, I'm not leaving you. I'm going to sign a contract. Then the next day, literally the next day, meeting up with Andre Iguodala, with Draymond Green, with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and then going to Golden State. And then when he won his rings, oh, bro, that was great. But now all of a sudden we're trying to hold him to this Uber type of expectation. That's not fair. That's not fair. Matter of fact, I don't care who wins, whether the Suns or the Bucks. I don't care who wins. Next season, every arena you go into, and I'm a Celtics fan, so I'll be salty that they're doing this. But you know what? They need to do it. You're wearing the ring all year, and when they're doing the introductions, you run up to the camera and you're doing this and showing the ring to get everybody tight. My boy Light, he said, hey, off the court, one guy in a huge game problem and the other has been a model citizen. 100%. Like, we're talking about Michael Jordan like he was a man, myth, and legend. And another comment. He said, one funds prisons, the other builds schools for the unfortunate. Again, let's not even bring off the court into debate because MJ can't hold the candle to what LeBron has done off the court. And the only way I could have said it better, literally, the only way I could have said it better is if I said it first. Only way. To say that LeBron off the court is like, oh, man, no, timeout whistle, technical foul, blow the whistle, man, a 5-yard penalty, bro. You can't say that. Especially when you see a guy like LeBron on and off the court. This guy does it all. Literally does it all. He speaks out. And listen, he'll speak out. People will get mad at him for speaking out. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. In the lockout, everyone was waiting for Michael Jordan to say a word. The guy acted mute. He could not speak for nothing. Meanwhile, my guy LeBron James, not only does he say what he feels, not only will he double down, but if he's wrong, not only will he own it and apologize, but he will educate himself so he doesn't make that same mistake in the future. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan got to retire because the game's too hard. Anyway, for all the people who are saying that this finals don't matter and that doesn't count, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because durability is part of the game. If your team can't be durable, guess what? Get new players. Period. I don't want to hear nothing about this ring doesn't count. It was an injury. It was an easy path. I don't want to hear it because, again, I'm going to reiterate this. If it was your team, you'd be happy about it. Jose Roman, he said he won't. He'll cry about it. Yep, you're right. My issue with people saying this is that if you go look at Michael Jordan, come on, this is a LeBron and MJ debate, LMAO. Let me explain something. When you said that LeBron James cries, Michael Jordan did the same thing but worse. And people don't talk about this, which is wild to me. Michael Jordan will stop playing for plays, for whole plays. And the crying Jordan meme is real. He did that in his prime to the ref going, but ref, he was breathing on me. So stop acting like LeBron is the only dude in the history of the NBA to cry about stuff. He does, and he flops, and I hate that he does that. I knock him for it, but don't do that, Jose. Don't do that, Jose, because your man was crying too. This finals is going to be – I'm loving this finals. I don't care what anyone says. Whoever wins deserves it. It's weird. Everyone loves to say that the season, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But then when a guy gets injured, all of a sudden, oh, well, poor guy, he sprinted. He was trying to sprint through. Poor guy. This doesn't – No. On the court and off the court matter. If you don't take care of your body, if you cannot – and sometimes freak accidents happen. Sometimes you're just unlucky and you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes that happens. But to all of a sudden act like, oh, yeah, these guys got injured. Like, look, I love Jamal Murray. But a healthy Jamal Murray, you really think that all of a sudden Nuggets really going to take down the Suns team? Let's have a legit healthy Kawhi Leonard. You really think a healthy Kawhi Leonard? Because you still got Paul. You still got Pandemic P. You still got number 13. You still got Mr. Let me hit the side of the backboard. You still got him on the team. So for me, if you guys going to say that this ring don't count because of the injuries, then the last legitimate chance we've had, forget the Spurs, because guess what? The AC was out. Well, go back to Miami Heat. You don't like Miami? Fine. Dallas. Because stuff like this happens all the time. And to now all of a sudden be like, oh my God, it doesn't count. Your opinion doesn't count. I'm just sick and tired of hearing people talking about, oh my God, this doesn't count. Like, I don't want to hear it. 100% this counts. Now, the only way, I'm going to tell you this right now. Senator, like he said, if Bucks can't utilize Brook Lopez, they have no shot. Well, they don't have a shot, period. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, I'm going to get into this a little later, but they don't have a shot at all. The Suns are just a better team top to bottom. And even I know the Suns right now are dealing with a little bit of their injuries, but it's just the fact that for every injury they have a guy who can step up. So, unfortunately, I think the Bucks are kind of playing already at a disadvantage. Regardless of the injuries or anything, even if they're 100% healthy, I think the Suns are a better team. But I just had to get that off my chest because I've been seeing people say with a straight face that this ring does not count. If it does not count, that means you never went to school and you never learned how to count. That's the only way you can say it don't count. Because frankly, this is ridiculous. This ring counts. Whoever wins, which more likely going to be the Suns, 110%, they deserve it. Now with that off my chest, from one rant to another, okay? My sport is dying. It is dying right now. Unfortunately for the MLB, and the reason I say unfortunately, the solution to fix it is so easy. But again, we have Robert Manfred who decides to run the MLB, who for some unknown reason, somehow it can mess up a situation that is so easy. So what if I was running the MLB, what would I do? What would I do to make MLB great again? To quote Donald Trump, I'm making this sport great again. First and foremost, Ronald Acuna, be safe, bro. He tore his ACL. I feel bad. Now Manny Machado's in the All-Star game. I'm sorry about that. It sucks. I hope he gets better. I want him to get well soon. First and foremost, can we get a pitch clock? Please? I need a pitch clock up in here, bro. I really do. I need look, man. The umps be yelling at the batters when sometimes they take a step out the box and they want to breathe and whatnot, and they be yelling at them. Can I get a pitch clock for Wade Miley, please? Please? I'm asking for a friend. Look, if I'm not saying you got to make it 5 seconds, but yo, there are times where these guys are having a full-blown staring contest, bro. I get up to use the bathroom. Or number 2, I come back, you got Garrett Cole still not even pitching. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do? Come on, bro. Look. Nathan Eovaldi, that's my dude. I'm a Red Sox fan through and through. I love him. But there are times in between his pitches, a full football game is going on, fam. Bro, I could leave my house, play a full pickup game, and Nathan Eovaldi just set up to get the pitch. He didn't even wind up yet. The dude just set up. Okay, balls and go. All right, I'm ready now. No, you should have been ready. And everyone is like, oh my God, we don't need a pitch clock. We don't need a pitch clock? Same people say don't need a pitch clock is the same dudes that be like, yo, 4 hours in, we just entered the 5th inning. Get out of here with that BS. Get out of here with that. I can't do that. You said, man, sports not dying. It's been the hottest in years. Come on. Look at the pop. Bro, in terms of popularity, right now it's on its way down. Like I said, bring back Roy to sticky stuff era. Look, man, if at this point, we might as well just let all cheating in, bro. Come on, come on. If we don't let one cheat, might as well let the other cheat. If we don't break the rules, you might as well throw it out the rule book, and we might as well just go from there. But yeah, right now baseball is in a tough spot. It really is. It really is. If you don't think that, I don't know what to tell you. But we need a pitch clock. That's number 1. Now, I personally would do a 30-second pitch clock, 30 to 45 seconds. That gives them enough time to get the call, like read the sign, see what pitch they're throwing. Then it gives them enough time to evaluate the field if someone's on first, if they want to try to pick off, if they're a lefty or righty, whatever the case may be, and then pitch. But this whole minute thing we got going on, that got to go. I don't know about y'all. That's got to go. I'm taking full naps in between pitches, and I'm not missing a thing. That's a problem. Number 2, and this is something that everybody has wanted, and why the MLB just refuses to do it, I just don't know. Can I please get a universal DH? Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like, look, bro, unless you're Shohei Ohtani, you're a pitcher, you should not be batting. Point blank, period. I don't care. Look, Jacob DeGrom, you're my guy. That's my dude right there. I hate New York. I will save him. Look, bro, you're asking him already to do too much on the mound. And y'all already don't even want to credit this dude away. There have been games where he literally shut out the opponent and scored the home run. You think he want to do that? He's tired. He needs some milk. We need to let the dude relax. Why we got to put him in there? And for every Shohei Ohtani, we got a Yu Darvish who refuses to swing the bat. Literally, for Yu Darvish, just throw 3 strikes down the middle, and the guy would just be like, 1, okay, 2, okay, 3, all right, back to the dugout I go. So can we please, for the love of, let's just give a universal DH, man. That's it. That's all I'm here for. I feel like the DH in the AL is great. I love it. I really do. Because it gives if you're in the AL, it gives you flexibility. If your pitcher, which is 99% of the pitchers in the league, which is wild to me, somehow you can see when you're on the mound, you can see the strike zone, right? And you could deliver. But when you're on the bat, all of a sudden you got the eyesight of a 97-year-old grandmother who lost her glasses. That's wild to me. I never understood that concept of you being a pitcher and then when you're in the box, all of a sudden, when it comes to location and all of a sudden you're just like, I'm just here, so I don't. Like, bro, have these pitchers like Marshawn Lynch. They're just there so they don't get fined. They're just there to take the 3 strikes and head back to the dugout. If you give me a universal DH, I guarantee you most of these pitchers will be happy. Because they didn't want to bat anyway. They don't want to bat. They don't want to, and I don't blame them. Number 3. Shut up about unwritten rules. For the love of God. If my guy is, if there's a 3-0 count, you're swinging. If you're a 3-0 count, that's the second greenest light in all of baseball. You want to know what the first green light is? When the count is 3-0. I don't care what the score is. Last night the Dodgers smacked fam. What they did to the Diamondbacks was literal murder. And they kicked the dead body afterwards. For no reason. Jose Roman says, it's not the same being the hunter and being the hunted. I tend to disagree. Because guess what? If I'm a hunter and I turn into the hunted, guess what? I know what ammo they got. I know what weapons they got. I know their tactics. I know what they want to do. I know that, like, they come in with a different IQ. They come in from like, okay, I'm a pitcher, he's a pitcher. I kind of know a little bit of what he's gonna do, a little bit. So they have more of an advantage. But I get your point on. I do get your point. But to me, it's just weird. It's just weird. But the unwritten rules, we need to get out of here with that, bro. If a guy gets a home run, let him show off, please. Like said, if pitchers don't hit, then we don't have magical moments like Grand Slam, a Grand Slam Scherzer. That's fine. Listen, bro. I'm willing to live with that. You want to know why? Do you want to know why I'm willing to live with that? I guarantee you, at the end of his career, nobody will remember that Grand Slam for him. Nobody. Nobody's going to care about it. And frankly, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because he's a pitcher. You're going to remember him for his phenomenal pitching. Or the different colored eyes, depending on how you look at him. But I'm going to remember the pitcher. That's what I remember, bro. He could go, every at-bat could be a Grand Slam. I'll forget it. Because I'm just going to remember him being a dominant pitcher. And for every Grand Slam he's going to give you, in between those Grand Slams, there's going to be like 50 strikeouts. So if you're grasping on for him to get that Grand Slam and you're holding your breath, bro, you're going to pass out before he even gets a single. But to go back to what I was saying, we need guys who can show emotion. If Fernando Tatis Jr. hits a home run, let the man stunt. Let him strut. Let him have fun. And these pitchers, they stop being sensitive. Oh, we got a home run. Oh, I'm going to hit him. And then I'm going to play dumb. And then when I get ejected, I'm going to cry about it. You moron. Listen, pitchers. This is an amazing. I just had this actually. I swear this isn't planned, right? Pitchers. If you don't want him to get a home run, there's like a special thing you can do. It's called strike him out. Get him to ground out. Don't come on me with this garbage talking about he got a home run. We got to hit him. No, because then guess what? He on the base path. Guess what? He does a hard slide at second. Your second baseman is down. And now what? Don't look at somebody else for help because you want to hit him because you lost the battle. These pitchers swear they're going to go like these pitchers swear they're never going to give up a home run. Then when they do, all of a sudden they're like, I'm going to hit him. Fam, knock it off. And same thing with the pitcher. The pitchers should be allowed to show some sort of emotion. If they get this is a horrible name to bring up. Horrible name. But Trevor Bauer, right? Forget about the stuff, right? Let's forget about that. When he gets a strikeout, he has energy. He shows you it, right? Pitcher should be allowed to do that. Batter should be allowed to do that. If a guy's rounding the base, let him be happy. Let it be. Do you know how hard it is to hit a home run? Do you know how hard it is? It's very hard. Very hard. So for now, I got to get a home run, show a little bit of emotion. Now all of a sudden, dudes don't get deep in their feelings. You don't want him to hit a home run? Pitch to him differently. If you know a guy loves a hanging curveball, give him a up and in fastball. What do you do? These guys are like, oh my God, he loves a hanging curveball. I'm gonna beat him with it. So by your logic, let me cut my arm off, jump in the Atlantic Ocean, and I promise I'll swim a shark. What are you doing? You're setting yourself up for failure. Then when you fail, you're looking around like, that doesn't count. What? That's just me, man. But look, baseball, we can still save this great sport. We can save it. There's a chance for us to save this great sport. But dudes got to get out. They got to get out of their light skin feelings because it's ridiculous, bro. A guy does one great play, and all of a sudden they're crying in the dugout. Life's unfair, fam. It's the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0. What are you doing, bro? Why are you crying? The game, we're not even halfway through the game. We still have a chance to win, and you're crying over one play that happened in the second inning. What are you doing? Oh, but he laughed at me. Fam, if you're mad that he laughed at you, the camera's looking at you, so the people watching at home are laughing at you crying. What? But look, like I said, this team, this game, we can still save. This game that I love, because this game is the home of the greatest organization. See, I thought I was going to say it. The greatest organization to ever grace God's green earth. The Boston Red Sox. So if a fantastic organization like that has to reside within the MLB, I'm going to put on a cape. I'm going to put on a hat. Put the mask on. I'm covering every part of my body. Zero dark 30. We're going to save this. We're going to save this sport. But if we're talking about saving, you know who else needs saving? This country. Why does it? Why? You're gonna ask me why? Team USA lost to Nigeria. I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about this. I did not want to talk about this. I did everything to weep. I would try to be Muhammad Ali in the corner, trying to duck and weave this topic. I couldn't. We lost 90-87 in an exhibition against Nigeria. At one point, Nigeria was 30-point underdogs. They beat us by 3. The amount of embarrassment I had, because look, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna catch it. This team arguably could be one of the worst Team USAs in the history of America. I'm gonna let that simmer for one second. I'm gonna let it simmer, because I'm gonna tell you right now. You got Kevin Durant, who top 3 player, no matter where you want to put him. Jason Tatum, rising superstar, right? Bradley Beal, which I love. I love me some Bradley Beal. That's my guy right there. Jeremy Grant getting valuable minute. That right there, we lost. That's it. That's at this point. So you know how in the Olympics, right? They're gonna have like the American flag for us. Nah, bro. Swap it out with a white flag. We surrender. That's it, bro. That's it. Look, man, I'm not trying to be dramatic because of the whole thing, bro. But if you look at this roster, it's embarrassing. Kevin Durant's like, he wants to say he's the best player in the world. My guy's shooting sub 31%. I can shoot better than that. You want to know why? Because KD. I'm not taking stupid shots. KD got he got blocked, right? Landed, and he was like, "Ooh." He tried to. I'm like, fam, you got it. For anyone who watches Stranger Things, you just got sent to the upside down, and you got the nerve to be like, "Oh, it was a foul." What? I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And on top of that, look, I will give Nigeria credit though. Their ball movement was beautiful. If any of you guys, if there's any coaches who ever have an inferior team and you want to know how do I beat a great team, you want to watch this tape. That's what you want to do. Beautiful ball movement. Every single guy was like, unless I'm wide open, I'm swinging it. And that's what they did. A lot of wide open shots. I was extremely impressed. And not only that, these guys, dare I say, Nigeria is actually a little better than what everyone is giving them credit for. I really think they're a little better because, for me, one thing you cannot teach is hustle. And these guys were hustling like nobody's business. One of them said in the end, just because they're American doesn't mean they're going to win. And I was like, wow, he's not wrong. They're not wrong. Look, bro, hard work always beats talent when talent won't work hard. I love these guys, but like, fam, again, Sadiq Bey, Darius Garland. First of all, why is Kevin Love in this roster? Why, man? See, I've been trying so hard to keep my mouth shut about this, bro. But like, in order for us to win, now again, it's an exhibition. But to say we're clear cut for gold is wild. Because again, look who we got to rely on. Zach LaVine. Bulls are relying on him. How's that working out? Jeremy Grant. Detroit's relying on him. How's that working out? Darius Garland. Who, dare I say, The Cleveland Cavaliers want to trade Colin Sexton because they believe in Darius Garland. Do me a favor. Go call up the Cavs organization. Let me know how that's working. Then your leader, the best guy, the best player on that team, sub 31%. What am I supposed to do, bro? What am I supposed to do, bro? This team, look, this team is very top heavy. Remember a few years back when LeBron was on the Cavs and he said, "Yo, we're top heavy as bleep." Yeah. That's what we're dealing with right here. That's what we're dealing with right here. And everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, 2 guys are missing, or 3 guys are missing." Of those 3 guys, you guys see them right here: Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. Bro, we're missing 1. That's it. Devin Booker. That's the only one they're missing. That's it. Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, bro, they are a detriment. That is the equivalent of me going and saying, "Bro, I'm going to be an Olympic swimmer. But before I do that, let me put some weights on my ankles. My left side is going to be Chris Middleton. Right side is going to be Drew Holiday." So if y'all relying on Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton to save the day, do me a favor. Go talk to Giannis. Do me a favor. Talk to their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's going to be fired because of them. Go talk to the organization. Maybe I'm being a cornball, and maybe I'm just upset that we lost. You feel me? Maybe. That could be. But I'm looking at this roster, and see, before it was like, bro, there's not even I don't think, bro, there's no debate. We could lose every single exhibition. It don't matter. I'm good. Again, we got I'm going to say this nice and slow so the world can hear me. A washed Draymond Green. Now, Draymond Green is washed. Kevin Love is just a grandpa who's just riding everybody in the minivan to and from practice. Now, why? Bro, at this point, I'm like 97% convinced that Kevin Love is just a chaperone. 100%. And yeah, he's definitely just a chaperone. He's just there to drive the kids to and from practice. If they fighting in the back, he goes, "Hey, knock it off." Like he's the bus monitor. That's what he is. Because ain't no way you really gonna tell me. And then obviously, look, man, it's just real depressing. Look, man, I love Damian Lillard. That's my guy. I love Jason Tatum. I'm a Celtics fan. That's my guy. You're asking too much of him. Yes, you're asking too much. Way too much. I mean, you what you want done, unless all of a sudden Draymond Green could turn back the hands of time. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need Steph. We need Steph Curry. You know what? Clay healthy, right? Let's get him. Get rid of everybody except for Damian Lillard, maybe Bradley Beal, maybe. Now the more I say, I feel like I'm bugging, but I'm gonna keep Bradley Beal and Jason Tatum. Keep those 3. Let's get rid of everyone else, right? And we bring in Golden State in here. Draymond can stay because he's part of Golden. We bring Golden State in here, bro. We'll bring Kevin Durant in here too because he was part of Golden State. We'll bring Golden State in here. We're gonna have to bring Golden State in here. You know what? No. I don't even want Kevin Durant. I need 73-9 Golden State. Actually, no, they won't because then they'll choke in. We need Kevin Durant. Bro, you know what? We need a time machine. Let's go back, bro. Let's go back. Is AI available? Do we got Prime D-Wade? Like, that's what I need. I need Kevin Durant. I need Vince Carter who jumped over a dude. That's what I need right now. That's what we need. We beat, bro. This team is not good. This team's not good. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing bad. The only thing we need, and this is gonna be a poor taste, fan. But bro, we need the Black Mamba, 100%. Magic is the only way we'll win, bro. And we need to use that magic to bring in, bro, the top 10 players all the time. Bring them back, bro. Get Kareem back in here too. Let's get Kareem. Bill Russell can still get. Come on, bring him in here too, bro. We need everyone, because this is crazy, bro. If you look at this team they don't do anything great. They don't. If they want to play big, they're too slow. Because again, when they play big, who they got to 5? The biggest guy they got is It's Kevin Love. Because they want to play small. And they want to put Bam in there. Which is funny because then Nigeria trolled him because he had the opportunity to play for Nigeria. And people call him a sellout. That's what they call him now. And Nigeria trolled him because they're like, you could have been over here. And now he out there mad. But this team doesn't do nothing great. They don't. And it sucks to say, but they don't. Listen, they try to play big. They're too slow, right? They try to go small ball. They either can't hit a shot or they don't want to play. If they want to play with average size, for some unknown reason, they're not quick enough. Whatever they try to do, they just can't do. They can't. They can't do it. And to me, it's wild. It's wild to me, especially because look, people like when you see the first 5 names, when you see a guy like Damian Lillard, you see a guy like KD, you see Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, you just those 4 names alone, you're like, oh, we're good. Then you got Sadiq Bey in the bottom, and it's like, yo, at this point, who are we bringing in, bro? We bringing G League players, fam. What are we doing, bro? If we just invite anybody. Yo, Greg Popovich, bro, I've been saying you're the greatest coach of all time. I'm going to give you a compliment. You want to know how you can pay me back? Give me a call. I'll play. Because that's what it seemed like. It seemed like if a dude breathes oxygen, boom, you're in here. Talking about Jeremy Grant. I'm like, son. Dude didn't even deserve to be on the select team. But he's skipping that. He playing with the big boys. And I'm supposed to look at y'all with a straight face and say, oh yeah, bro, we winning gold. Fam, I don't even know we can even spell gold, fam. That's how we down bad. And unless these dudes the whole way, the starting 5, and I'm gonna have to say starting 5 because the bio's in there, but you don't really need much from Bam. You know. This starting 5 finna carry it. This starting 5 needs to carry this team. I'm talking about if I don't see 35, 40 plus minutes, bro, we losing. This team just ain't it. This team just is not it, bro. Your bench is full of guys who can't spell defense. And then those are the same guys who want to go, oh yeah, bro, we gonna go shot for shot with them and we're gonna win. Bro, what do you mean? Look at this block. Block out there to the upside down. And look at him. Oh, ref. Like, come on, Katie, get up. Like this. And again, I'm bashing Team USA, but this Nigerian team deserves immense respect because they hustled. Notice, listen, they knew we don't have the talent, but they hustled and played with IQ. That's what they did. They're like, we're not going to waste our time with athleticism, but guess what? We're going to work ball movement. We're going to put you guys in uncomfortable situations, and that's how we're going to make you suffer. And guess what? They made them suffer. And people say, oh, it's only 3 points. Fam, it's horrible when you see at one point Nigeria was a 30-point underdog. If you bet Nigeria, bro, fam, you're set for life. Set for life. I'm supposed to look at the camera and be like, oh, yeah, bro, gold, here we come. Bro, only thing gold about us is our teeth, bro, because it's yellow as mess, bro. Because we play him dirty. We play him messy, fam. We play horrible. Look, bro, I live here. I live in this country, so I got to root for Team USA. They better not let me down. Because if they do, I'm tweeting Kevin Durant. He gonna get mad and he gonna use a burner and say stuff. I got something for them, bro. I got something because at this point, bro, the way this team is, we 100. We down bad. But speaking of being down bad, you know who else is down bad, bro? The Bucks. They down real bad. They down 0-2, which brings me to Pride's primetime game to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, this junk right here is brought to you by Rocky Hill Accountants. With over 35 years of combined experience, the Rocky Hill Accountants are the experts you need to handle all your accounting financial needs. Let experienced experts handle your financials. Now, my game to watch, my people, I understand I'm riding the finals hard, but bro, it's an intriguing finals. It's an intriguing finals. Really is. But I'm telling y'all right now, Bucks, Suns, game 3. This is the one you got to watch. Now, the odds like Milwaukee at home. The odds really do. Right now, if I'm not saying they're a 4-point favorite. So right now, the Bucks are have an advantage. Hopefully, it'll be a good game. I'm hoping. But there's a lot of things that the Bucks need to do, and the Suns too. Because here's the thing: I've said this before. Role players play more comfortably at home. They really do. They tend to, when they have a crowd to cheer them on, when they're doing great, it kind of fuels them. And then when they have, when they're kind of bad, but the crowd is still cheering for them, that kind of helps them get through the slump they're in. For the Suns, you need to make sure that every shot Mikal Bridges gets is open. He was feeling himself game 2. He really was. And I think the crowd has something to do with it. You can make that case. But you cannot expect him to do that again game 3. You just if you're relying on him to do that, you're in a tough spot. You're in a real tough spot. So you need to get him some wide open threes. Let him do his thing on defense. If anything, he shouldn't have anything over 12 points. Because I would actually have him focus a lot on defense. Jay Crowder, I would give him a few more shots because he's a vet. Usually he can kind of handle a little bit of a hostile crowd. So I would try to get him get a couple more touches. The Bucks. The only way they can win at this point is if they just full-blown release everybody and just go, yo, LeBron, you available? KD, you lost. Just drop Team USA. Come over here. Kawhi, you not healthy? Oh, it don't matter. Come off the bench. I mean, the Bucks are down bad, bro. They down bad. Now, the only way I would actually give them a legitimate chance of winning this series is if they go 2-0 this homestand. They lose one game here, and it's going to look real bad for them. It's going to look real bad, and I don't. Not to say that the Bucks aren't a good team, because they are. Unfortunately for them, the Suns are a great team. That's kind of the situation we're in. It's a great team versus a good team. You got a team that anybody can step up, everyone knows their role, and everyone can fulfill their role. Then you got the Bucks where it's like Giannis or bust. Jrue Holiday looks like he's on holiday because for some unknown reason, the guy don't want to play. Chris Middleton, bro, take out 10. He middle, yeah, bro. This dude is in the middle of a hurricane and he don't know what is going on. Dude don't know what he's doing. He's just kind of standing there like, why? At this point, this right here is going to be very interesting. And the reason is because I'm very curious to see. At home, can this Bucks team hunker down, get they bleep together, and can they defend their home court? Because look, they're down 2-0, right? But if you're a Bucks fan, the excuse you can say, which will be kind of a legitimate excuse, was the fact that they were in this. It was the first finals ever. They're in Suns territory, so it affected them. You can make the argument, and I don't think that's the case. I just think the Suns are better, but you can make that case. Now that happens home. Oh yeah, now you beat. 100% you beat. And I did say it was going to be the Suns in 6. And I'm like barely clinging on to that. Barely. I'm like by like a thread, I'm hanging on to that. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, this is very intriguing for me because as the Bucks, the adjustments they need to make, they just won't make them. It's like they're gonna live and die by their game plan, and that's unfortunate because when you're down 1-0 and that's one thing, but when you're down 2-0 and you're in a situation where you cannot defend anyone on that team, and if one of them has a bad night, 2 other guys step up. When you're in a situation like that, you at some point have to be like, okay, look, our defense ain't working. We're going to have to do something with our offense, which is a shame because this Bucks team isn't really known to be an offensive team. I mean, outside of Giannis, again, they're big 3. Like, it's Giannis who It's Giannis. He gonna get whatever he wants. But then you got Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. I mean, look, man, Drew Holiday, I love him. I'm very disappointed in him, and I'm hoping he can get his stuff together. I'm still holding out hope on him. But Chris Middleton, this is just a veteran Kyle Kuzma. Let's just call it what it is. This is a veteran Kyle Kuzma. He's Kyle Kuzma before Kyle Kuzma was born. That's at this point, that's his reputation now. Like we always make fun of Kyle Kuzma. Meanwhile, Chris Middleton been doing this his whole career and quiet. What am I supposed to do with this? But I'm telling you, this game is pivotal. Because if the Bucks win and they win game 4, now we're looking at something completely different. Completely different. Now, me, if you guys watch Third Pot Sports, I got the Suns winning game 3. I do. I genuinely believe so. I think Chris Middleton is going to try to do what he does. He's going to try, and he'll succeed at being a detriment to his own team, and he's going to help the Suns get their ring, and he's going to break everything in sight, and the guy's going to miss wide open threes, then he's going to stop the ball movement, and he's going to wait for Chris Paul to get in his face, and then he's going to airball a mid-range shot. That's what he's going to do. Then Drew Holiday's going to be on the bench. Mike Budenholzer is going to tell him to play. He's going to be like, hey, yo, lick my toe. I don't want to hear you. He's going to turn his back to him. Giannis going to be like, I regret signing the extension. And then you're going to pan over to the other side, and you're going to see CP3 just laughing. Because remember, CP3 could have potentially went to the Bucks. Remember that. The CP3 could have potentially went to the Bucks. And this whole thing could have been different. But no. They decided, they were like, nah, we don't want him. They like, for some unknown reason. It's wild. But this is gonna be the game to watch. I don't know what the odds makers are thinking of having the Bucks a 4-point favorite. I don't get that at all, especially considering Giannis is gonna do his thing. But we have seen the Bucks team consistently choke at home. We've seen that. And we've seen the Suns gut out phenomenal performances visiting their opponent. So to me, like, I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is maybe they think all of a sudden Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday are going to change or something. But it's wild to me because I've seen the Bucks struggle at home and the Suns be phenomenal on the road. So for the Bucks to be a 4-point favorite, that's interesting to me. It's very interesting. That's something to keep an eye on because, like I said, I got Suns by double digits. And I'll put Skittles on it. You know what? I ain't gonna put Skittles on it because then if they win by 9, I'm gonna be mad even though I was right. So I'm not gonna put Skittles on it. But I definitely do got the Suns. I got the Suns winning the game. I've said it before. I'm gonna say time black and blue in the face. The Suns right now are just a better team. When one guy doesn't have a good game, you have a couple guys who can step up. And the thing is, when one guy's having a bad game, 3 of their guys step up. So instead of one guy having to have a Herculean effort, you got one guy who probably averages 8. He'll come out and he'll give you 15. And then another guy who averages 10 will give you 13. And another guy who averages 7 will give you 10. So now the points that you're missing from one guy, you got other pieces giving it to him. And I don't see the same coming from the Bucks. I just don't. And it's unfortunate to say that because, again, it sounds like I'm being a Bucks hater, which I probably am. But top to bottom, this team, they just not it. And unfortunately for them, the Suns are. But that's enough for me today. Thank you for spending some time with your boy. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Stir the Pot Sports. Please follow because, seriously, we need to put some funny stuff out there. We really do. It's funny. It's funny enough to make me relook at the stuff I put up there because it's funny. Some of it's funny. Please, our Twitter. Your boy runs it. You feel me? I'm a loser. I'm at home all the time. So I be on it constantly. You feel me? For all the news, memes, please have fun with me. Retweet some of my stuff. I'm a funny guy, kind of. Our website. I'm telling you. The website. Oh, and by the way, please check out our Twitch as well because we're on there. Our website. clovercrestmedia.com/stirthepotsports. Get on it. go to the website. My guy JJ works hard for it. It's a beautiful website. It's very visually pleasing. And on Spotify, CMG Sports, and you'll see us right there, Stir the Pot Sports. The beautiful logo that our boy JJ found, it's on there. So please, follow, love us. Give us some love because we'll always love you from afar. I'll see you guys every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 over on Stir the Pot Sports. I'll be here every Sunday at 11 for Pride's Primetime. Be safe, and I'll see you all real soon.
Is not, and Tatis drives one to deep left field. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very good. Brady goes for the deep shot. He's got a touchdown.
But a good wingspan. And a good move.
It'll be Zion on the hammer.
The Giants are running New York like the Times as Danny is dropping all sorts of dimes. Saquon's thighs are ruining defenses' lives and Leonard Williams making opposing QBs feel him. Receivers think it's scary to line up across James Bradbury, and the Giants have a bright future led by Coach Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Tune in to Drawing About the G-Men every Wednesday at 6, live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.